So, 2021 is starting to kick off pretty good, almost crazier than all of 2020 combined. DC is crazy. We already know that. It's all over the news. What has come from some of the news, especially for the military community, which, if you guys don't know, there has been one person that their life has been taken during the event on the Capitol building. That was a 14-year Air Force veteran, 35-year-old Ashley Babbitt. But it does look like her ex-husband and other family members have identified her from the footage. Make your own opinions, and that is something that I think is important for you guys as the viewer. I almost want to say they throw the veteran out there in all of these stories that ever occur because they think it's going to provide sympathy for somebody, or, oh, they were the American hero and they were shot. It does look like there are people that are not giving any sympathy at all. Harris Care writes, she knew the consequences for her actions. Jeremy Quillen, the oath that is taken has nothing to do with government or political sides. It has to do with the following and going by the Constitution alone. If anyone, foreign or domestic, tries to undermine the Constitution, we are to deal with that threat. Joseph John Olivares says, her being an Air Force veteran has nothing to do with the story. She died committing a crime. Even some people going to look at her veteran status. Daniel Hailstone writes, so what? Her discharge should be changed to dishonorable and her family should not get any of her benefits. And there is actually some talk right now about even having the president enact the insurrection law, which was last brought up in the 1992 LA riots, if you guys don't remember that. And they're talking about that possibly occurring now and being activated, and we're going to see National Guard. And there's actually some more news, which I found very disturbing for the National Guard that are out there. And it does look like the National Guard that are on the scene are out there having to change their uniforms because the law enforcement side of the house has used the same color camouflage as theirs. So now the National Guard has a specific uniform where it is a black vest and compared to the camouflage that would match their uniforms. As you can see, it says DC National Guard and has the name on the front there and also a flag and the rank as well. Pentagon officials voiced concern this summer that the public misidentified law enforcement personnel and federal agents wearing the Army's Operational Camouflage Pattern, or OCP, and matching tactical gear as soldiers during violent demonstrations and protests during the Floyd incident last year. They even go to make a comment saying the black identification vest is not body armor nor a tactical vest, according to the DC Guard news release, which I'm like, it's still a vest, which you had to alter to not be tactical. You had to change it so you weren't seen as the law enforcement body. It's a fail. Let's just call it that right now. And just to recertify this, Senior Master Sergeant Craig Clapper writes, we just want to make sure there is no confusion on what we would be wearing. I don't know. I thought like maybe your guys' vest that you guys had already that matches your uniform that you probably invested money in already, that was your own pattern, would probably be it. But let's just be honest. I think there's probably tax dollars that went to this to say, we need to now buy black vests. How crazy is that? That we had to go buy brand new vests. I'm sure that happened. And they cite the confusion became a point of contention among Pentagon leaders after the U.S. Attorney General William Barr ordered law enforcement personnel to clear peaceful protesters out of a park near the White House. And this all came from the idea that there was no ability to distinguish anybody from the federal law enforcement, like FBI, from the actual National Guard. Now, do I think this even matters? No. I'll tell you why. In high friction points like this, whether you're wearing black, you're wearing the other color, you're wearing a uniform, if somebody's angry, they're going to take it out on you. I'm going to tell you this. There are people that have been with the press that go with U.S. military out to specific locations to cover what's going on. Do you think they're like, that's the guy with the press? Don't hit him. There's another guy with press. Don't hit him. There's a guy in uniform. That's our guy. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter if they're wearing a black vest or their camouflage vest. Now, when you look at this from the same side, say they're working together in order to manage whatever's going on, yeah, that's going to be a little difficult to figure out what. But I obviously don't have much to say other than the basic, like, yes, I disagree with this, right? this storming the Capitol building, this, if you guys don't know, I'm from Maryland, D.C. area where I take a lot of pride being American. I've lived overseas for 7 years. I'm a person that has served in the military 12 years. I'm not representing the military or Department of the Navy. By the way, I'm in civilian clothes, letting you guys know that. It is something where I serve with military people, and I'm telling you, the people that are National Guard are going to be the ones that are going to maybe take some of the brunt of this if they are activated. And with everything going on, if this escalates, if this gets crazier, which I pray it doesn't, my prayers go out to everybody that's National Guard for doing the duties, standing the watch, going out there, and going to do their job. This is the last thing anyone wants to do. When you're serving your country, it's almost like we're defaulting to National Guard in so many different respects. They're being used for this. They were using them for the Floyd situation, for the wall situation, if you guys remember a few years back where they were in the tents. And the craziness that we've seen the Guard go through in various places. I don't want to say that you serving the Guard is not going to be a trying or a troubling issue, because it seems like a lot of the Guard ends up in some of the most conflicted friction points of U.S. history. And obviously they have served in country, Afghanistan, Iraq, places like that as well. I have to be thankful as a regular military active duty person. I don't have to be in these high contention points really. So my heart goes out to people that are having to go out there, stand the watch, or maybe be involved with protecting and trying to ensure safety of everybody. That's all I can assure from this. Obviously, we're going to watch this story unfold in front of our eyes as time goes on. And I'm not trying to make quick judgments as far as anything overarching, crazy guesses or whatever else. So I just want to let you guys know, also on top of that, I have created a Patreon, also opened up memberships and other things that you guys can help with the channel. They're in the description down below, or if you want to see that. I do know some of you guys were wanting to support, so I wanted to make those channels open to you guys so that you guys can do that if you would like to. I do appreciate it. I also have a t-shirt coming very soon. But if you guys do have questions about this or anything else, you can always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. And as always, I love you guys. I'll see you next time.